So I hope you can able to see my screen. Okay. So here today I'm going to be starting Python with respect to whatever just I'm rebacking. So if you are forget, like we covered till the looping statements examples, like we covered how to write the operators and how to use the conditional statement and looping statements and how to use the break and continue. And we covered some of the examples on Python statements with simple to loops. So that all we covered in the last class. So to the continuation, like today we'll see like how to like I mean to say how to do the collections mail important topic. But before that, today maybe we can cover high level collections topic. What is collection and what are the different types of collections we have, and what is the high level difference of that each collection, that I will cover. And before that, I will also cover some of the examples on strings, because as for the last call, we covered loops and conditions with using numerical values like palindrome or Armstrong or prime number, that all. But we didn't cover the strings. So today I will cover a few examples with strings, and then I will come back to collections high level, so that to the continuation, the examples of each collection type will cover from tomorrow onwards. That is the plan of today class. So if anybody have any doubt, please ping me, or you can ask me. Okay. So this is what we covered in the last class. Okay. So I'm going to be creating a new folder where we can work on strings. Strings demo. So first one, I'm trying to do the string palindrome only. Okay. So that means we have to find the reverse of the string, given string, and then we have to compare that actual given string with reverse string is equal or not. If both are equal, we can call them as a palindromes each other. Otherwise, it is not a palindrome. So that is the how we are doing now. So here we can achieve this in different ways. One is like by using slicing option, like index option, we can do that. And the second one is our traditional using for loop we can do. First, I will tell you the traditional option, and then I will tell you the slicing option. Okay. So first option is we have to take some string. So let's take s equal to, I'm writing input of enter string, I'm telling. Okay. So that means we are taking the some string from the keyboard. So that is what here the idea, and that string I'm storing in the s. Okay. So now we're required to find the reverse of the string called s, and then we have to find the reverse value. So for that, I'm taking reverse is equal to one empty string, where I will append the each character whatever we given from the string to the reverse. So for that, what I'm trying to giving here is very simple way. So we require to find the reverse, right? So simple approach is, let's take example here. Let's take example hello is given string. So now what is the reverse of this value means O L L E H. That is everybody knows that, right? So how it is constructed, how it is framed means very simple. So we started with last character of the given string, and we ended with the starting character of the string. That means first we taken the last character and then the before the character, and likewise we are going with starting character. So what I'm trying to explain means, so here we are, one second. Yeah, sorry. So here, what is my idea is, so first we have to write for loop for I in range of, so as I mentioned, we have to concatenate with last character to first character. So last character means here the last index, I mean to say, so that is length of the string. So length of string means is take S, and always index starts with 0 and ends with size -1. That means length -1. So we have to give the length -1. And then after, where should it end? So obviously, always the first character is indicating 0th index. So in range, you know, we already know. So if I mention the 0 here, yes, it is a last index, but the range function will generate the indices till the last value -1. It isn't means it will generate the values till the 1 only. It cannot get the 0. So that's why we have to mention the -1 so that it will continue the till the 0 index. And we are writing decremental loop, not the incremental way. Incremental means by default it will take +1. But if it is decrement, we should mention how much you want to decrement each time. So here each time I want to decrement -1. So this is the like for loop we should use to concatenate each character. So that is what I'm writing here. Now you see, I'm writing for loop to range from the length to 0. Now each character at each index we have to concatenate with reverse. So that is reverse equal to reverse plus x of index. So that is each character at the index. Now finally, after completing this loop, we'll get the reverse string. So now print reverse is equal to comma reverse. Okay. And now I'm comparing as we required, right? We only not the reverse, we also require the along with the reverse whether it is a palindrome or not. So that is what I'm checking here. So if reverse is equal to yes, or else yes, the given string s is equal to reverse. So now we can call it as a palindrome. Sorry. Yeah. Palindrome. Else print not palindrome. So this is the logic for palindrome in first option or using the for loop. So I'm running this. So let's take first I'm trying with the string called hello itself. So hello. So you see the reverse equal to OLLEH and it's showing not palindrome because hello and hello is not same the characters. And now let's take I'm giving AKKA. Okay. So now you see AKK is reverse way, both are same, right? So now it's showing palindrome. So likewise, if you define F A A F, okay. So now you see both are reverse are same, showing palindrome. So likewise, if the reverse of the given string is equal to original string, we call it as a palindrome. And there is another way also, shortcut way also. So that also you can use slicing option. So by using that also we can achieve this logic in single line itself. Okay. So that also we can try now. But before that, if anybody have any doubts in this logic, please ask me. Any doubts as of now? Hello? Hello? Okay, clear. So now the same option I'm telling with the slicing option as I mentioned, right? That is straightforward. Like example, if s is equal to s of colon -1. So this will give you straight away reverse of the given value. Okay. So now we call it as a print palindrome. So otherwise we can write the logic simply. One more line I'm writing. R is equal to reverse equal to, I'm writing this line now. So this S of colon colon minus 1 will give you straight away reverse of the given string. So no need of writing that entire logic, and simply you can write now S equal to R. And if it is both are same, we call it as a palindrome, else it's not palindrome. Not palindrome. So now I'm running the same logic, you see. Let's take, I'm giving FAF, see here. So it's showing in both the logics, it's showing a palindrome, see that. And now if I'm running, let's take hello, see in both the cases showing not palindrome, see that. So this is the way we can do the palindrome or reverse, whatever it is, in these two options. So option 1 using our traditional for loop, option 2 using slicing, that S colon colon minus 1 is indicating slicing in the Python. Okay. So these are the two approaches we can able to find the palindrome or reverse of a given string. And now I am going with second example in the strings. Let's take reverse by words. Okay. So now in the previous example, what we are doing means we are reversing the character by character. Like for example, if I given any sentence, it will take the reverse of the given string. Like example, if you see here, let's take I'm giving hello world. Okay, even with the space also showing, like see that DLROW space OLLES means each character by character is reversing entire sentence. The logic what we written here. But sometimes in interviews they will ask word by word reverse, means for example, given string is, let's take as I mentioned, hello world, hello, well, hello, welcome to the Python world. Assume that Python world. Assume that. So now what is my expected output is here. First world, and then Python, and then to, and then welcome, and then hello. So if you see here, I'm reversing the sentence, but not by character. I'm reversing the word by word. So whatever the words I have in the sentence, I'm just reversing that words in the line. So that is my expected output. So sometimes in some interviews they may ask the question like this also, like word by word reverse instead of character by character reverse. Okay. So for this, how to do, we'll see now. And before that, someone asked me that like message, someone pinged in the message. We'll check it out. What's the message? Welcome to basics of Python class, L of minus 1. Okay. Amar, you mentioned on the point. Yes, char by char it will do, right? Amar, can you speak up? What is your question? I'm not understand. Okay. Fine. Maybe he given one of the option to write the character by character. I'm not sure, but
Sure. Yes,
yeah, Martin.
Yeah, it's care by care, actually.
Yeah. So whatever here we mentioned, right? This char by char it will give
Yes,
you.
yes.
So now here I'm trying to explain word by word. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So now for that very simple approach, we have a split method in the strings. Okay. So now first we have to split that entire sentence into word by word. So that is we have by using the split method which is available in the strings. So that I'm using first of all. Okay. Yeah, see here. So now what I'm doing, first I'm splitting into words. So words is equal to, yes dot split. Okay, there is a split method which is used to split the sentence by some delimiter, some space or special character, anything. So here each word we can split by using space, as we know. So that I'm using. Second, why it is hanging. One second, Anna, something is hanging. I'm trying. Yeah. So now split space I'm giving. Okay. So now what happened? The string whatever I'm giving here will split into words, and that each word will be stored in words list. Okay. So now simple. Now what we want to do? We are required to concatenate each the word by word reverse way, right? So instead of S string, we have to take words now. That's a very simple way. So either we can take as usual, like the same -1 whatever we mentioned, that also will do the word by word reverse, or else we can use our traditional for loop. That means what I'm trying to, after splitting the given line into words, the logic will be same here like this one. You can either use this logic, but here instead of yes, you can use the words, the list name, the word splitted name, or same here also the sf be written, right? Instead of words we can use the same getting. Like example, if you see, so simply you can write print, I'm writing simple print, so words of, see, colon -1. So one option is straight away option this one, or else you can use traditional for loop also. See, now you will get word by word reverse. See that word Python to welcome. But here if you observe that it is showing like a list, right? So now how we want as a like a string, right? So for that we have to use join method. We have, I think, join only, right? One second, we'll see. No, one second. Right. So join method only, but it's the string method. It's not list method. Same option only. And one second. Yeah. So now we have to take one reverse is equal to, as in initially written reverse, and then reverse dot join bracket open and put the sentence words of -1. Yeah. So first it will convert into the list, and then that will join to our required string. Now we are printing the reverse string. See that? Okay. But here we want to join the what we call the space by space, right? So for that we can use space here. Unexpected argument, join iteratable literal string. Yeah, you see, we got the required component like word, Python to welcome hello. So this is the way how can we achieve the reverse of the word by word. Or if you feel this line will be complicated to understand in a single line, you have a traditional approach also. Like example, as we require, right? Let's take r equal to empty brackets, and here, as we know, for some x in x in words, that means looping by using our traditional loop. So now r is equal to x plus r, and here every time we require one space. So now print r. This is our traditional for loop. Here, like this also you can use. Now you see, we got it right, and we missed the space, right? I think end of that we return, in between we should write, because here we are concatenated. Okay, yes. So now you see, you will get the same output in both the ways. See that same output. So this is the two ways we can connect to this particular component. If you have any doubt, please ask me, Nana. Otherwise, I will go to the next example. Any doubts as of now? I hope no, right? Okay, fine. So now I'll just give a brief intro on the collection, okay? And the remaining examples will cover using the collections. Otherwise, we can't do other examples. With collections, we can more efficient do that. So basically, what do you mean by collections? A collection is a set of values, a group of values. So like example, as you mentioned, right? Like arrays, best example, as you are very familiar with the word called array. So array is a collection of similar or what do you call it, a common group of entities or data type elements, I can say that. So similarly, in Python, a collection is also a group of elements, but only difference is arrays can only store the same type of elements, but collection can capable of storing different types also. So even you can put it as a different types or same types as a group together in the Python. So that is what technically called as collection. So a collection is a group of values or group of or set of values where we can use in our program. Okay. So these collections, we have different types in Python. Like example, list, set, we have tuple and set, and finally we have like dictionary. So these are the four types of collections we have in the Python to store the same or different data type elements as a group. So you can use any of this, but each one has its own what do you call it, advantages and special features to make it data. Like example, if you see, list can be represented by square brackets, and tuple can be represented by open brackets, and set can be represented curly, and similar dictionary also can be represented by curly brackets. And the major difference, if you speak one line difference, if you speak, list allows, okay, list allows duplicate values, and we can store the duplicate values store cheyochu. And after that, you can modify the data, okay. So whatever the data we have, we can modify, or we can change, add, or delete, whatever operation you want to perform, you can perform on the list basically. And whereas when you go for tuple, okay, so tuple basically it is cannot be modifiable. That means you cannot edit or delete the data whatever we have in the tuple. So whatever initially created, that has to be used in the application. You cannot do any operations on that. So tuple cannot be modified, cannot be modifiable, okay. So that's in other words we can call immutable, whereas list is a mutable object basically. And after that, tuple also can have the duplicates. And the another point, list can store only single values, only single value at a time, and one value at a time. And similarly, tuple also we can store only single value at a time. So the major difference, list is modifiable, tuple is not modifiable. Remaining all are similar to each other. Now coming to the set. Set is data can be modifiable, so it is also mutable. So you can modify, and but the data you cannot insert duplicate. It is only having always unique values. So this is the major difference, and only one value. That is as usual. So now dictionary. So dictionary is quite similar to set only. There is no difference in that. Only again the difference is dictionary can hold two values at a time, like key value pairs it is having. So two values we can store at a time, whereas key is unique, value might be duplicate. Okay. So that means what I'm trying to explain. So all these collections basically use it to store the multiple data items only. But only difference based on a small requirement, a small change of need, you can use any of the collection as shown on the upper side. But majorly in real time we use a list and dictionary. Tuple and set very special cases, are very rarely we are using. So you should more focus on more practice on generally list and dictionary. So these are two very important components of Python. Mostly in every aspect of Python project, it may be web application, it may be testing, or ML machine learning, or we call data engineering, whichever the domain you choose based on the Python. In that, out of 100, 70 to 80% of programs, or I can say that applications can be built upon these collections only. So that's why it's very, very important to practice, and you can spend good amount of time also on these particular collections. So that is list, tuple, set, and dictionary. And if you have any doubts, please ask me. I will give a break of 1 minute. Please ask me any doubts. Sorry. So I hope no doubts till the point. Are still any doubts? So now we'll start each collection individually, like how they can define and what is the ways of retrieval the data, or what are the ways of modify the data, and what are the different methods supported by each collection. Will start by tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow I will start the first one, very important one, as I mentioned, list. Okay, and another day, like day after tomorrow, we'll go for tuple and set, and the last day we'll spend with dictionary. So these are the totally 4 components we have to cover 3 days of time. So it's very important, as I mentioned, right? So even list in the, we have a topic called, so what are the different topics list? First of all, foundations of the list, and inbuilt methods in the list, and also list comprehension. So these are the 3 topics are very important. That 3 topics will be covered tomorrow. And after that, we have to go for tuple set is 1 day, because very rarely we are using. I will both the things will be covered in the one class. But again, dictionary is very important. So that I will cover dictionary again in the single day. Okay. So that is all about today's introduction part. And tomorrow we'll continue the remaining. But tomorrow we have a good scope of list concept. So please try to understand that. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me. And also, like as I mentioned, right? So please try to practice, and SQL also starts, right? Like maybe within 2 weeks of time, means this week mostly I will only take the class, and in the 2 weeks of time I will cover the core concepts of Python. And maybe if possible, in between of June, like June 15 or second week onwards, we may plan for start the Django classes also parallelly. Okay, so that you may cover all the things will be parallelly at the time of June ending, so we can start project efficiently. Okay, so that is the plan of execution as per now. So if you have any doubts, you can ping me in the chat, or you can in the personally also will explain. Like if any other questions, you can ask me.